All right, so we are back. Let's just jump right into these for today. Getting back pretty close, later than I wanted. We have 11 minutes before we can even do that. Later than I expected to today, but nonetheless, back in time to get these dailies started. And since we'll have these done pretty early on today, we can actually get out there and farm all day, which will be nice as we go on to Turkey Week. And I know the Primo Festival is up, so if you do go for a little Acer, good luck to you. Good luck on your pulls. Unfortunately, I will not be joining you in that escapade, as I do not have the gems. I want to save up my gems, and I will also keep my gems for farming. Where they're at for right now. Really need to build it back up. But nonetheless, if you do go out and pull, good luck. Once again, I hope you pull what you're looking for. And yeah. A couple Acers are actually really good if you're lucky enough. Light Acer. I've talked about it before. I would like a light Acer because it would be a direct upgrade to Dark Fenrir here. Just in all stats, all everything. Evo 3 Light Acer is the light version of Dark Fenrir, only better stats. So it's a 5-star Astromon, so it's going to be better. So that's why I harp on wanting that one a little bit, because she was just that good. So Water Acer is also good as well with Courageous Strike. Another good 5-star to pull. So if you're pulling, it's another one to look at. Dealing the damage to the high HP bosses like Titan and Colossus, things like that. So she definitely holds her own there. Can't speak for the others. I know Fire Acer has been talked about a little bit. So once again, I encourage you guys, instead of listening to my opinion, definitely go over there and look it up and see exactly what all her abilities are, and whether or not she'll be good in any teams, especially if you pull that version of her. Again, sometimes you don't realize the potential of an Astromon unless you actually sit there and look at it, and make forge that opinion for yourself, so to speak. Because that's one thing, again, out here with a lot of us on the Monster Super League on the YouTubes here. We don't mind giving you our opinions, but we all have different ones, and we want you to formulate your own. And this way you can make an informed decision when you're wanting to build an Astromon or not. Just because on the fact that, supply, your resources are limited as far as how many gleams you get, and you really if you want to progress in Monster Super League, you kind of want to optimize a little bit of what you're doing. Again, I'm more on the casual side. I don't take the game as serious as others, because I just like what I like in the game, and I'm content doing that. So, and that's all you really can ask with these mobile games anymore, is making sure that you're having fun and you're getting what you want out of it. So there we go here. Let's jump out this way. Let's just go here. I really should get back onto finishing up the story quests in the game, as that is almost complete at this point. But once again, unfortunately, I'm a little lazy in that aspect, so. Hopefully this week we will be getting our update. It's a small update, but enough of a one to be getting, at least looking at Ultimate Evolution with Valkyrie, and a couple other features that they are implementing. I'm kind of excited to see how the exchange ticket's going to look for our Super Evolution Astromon. So, And here we go with another SP week. So, as I kind of talked about this before, this is kind of one of those where you want to go gung-ho, especially if you got if you've got decent Astromon. So like myself with my Dark Persephone, this is definitely the time we want to go through. Now, this is where if you guys pulled for Verde, so our 4-star Astromon rebirth that they just had, right? This is where you're going to see her shine, right? So I'm gonna just use this guys as an example. So we're gonna flip-flop the team composition here, not by much, but by enough. So obviously I'm gonna throw my hardest hitting Astromon in the leader slot, just because again I want her. She's just gonna be doing the damage that we need. Staple is we're gonna want stun on Yuki. Some sort of CC is always worthwhile. Really does, it comes down to what you want to play with, but remember CC in PvP is king. Here I usually don't run Hanahime. We'll do more of a glass cannon build still with this, so I will still run probably my little Victoria, because she has my SP Siphon gems on her and I still want that. And here is why I brought up Verde, because you will use her here in this slot now. And again, she is only on this team for the reason of sapping whatever Astromon that comes out that's hidden here. Okay, and I take a look at her gems here. I kind of gave her a little bit, so I wanted her to do a little bit more damage, so I threw an attack % gem on her. It's not needed. HP % here and a defense %. I gave her all around, even though she's a tank. You could just go with boosting her health up in this aspect, because she would then be able to take a little bit more hit. But I wanted all around. The attack probably doesn't need to be here. This one is definitely a wrong choice for this. But again, having her do just a little bit more damage is better than nothing. I really should swap this out with an HP % gem overall. But again, this is why the SP Siphon here, 30% of the enemy's SP. So since we're outside of the Capture Festival for Mira that had this, we are also outside the Anniversary Astromon that had this with I think Eve. Does Eve have this? I don't know. We have 100 of her. Let's double check before I say anything. No, she had Courageous Strike. It wasn't like her light version, right? Again, I have 100 of her somewhere. Maybe I was thinking Mirror. Maybe it wasn't that. But the point being here is SP Siphon is going to be king, especially during this. So if those of you who have newly subscribed haven't seen this before, this is exactly why I suggest building a light Verde, because she'll also help in the Champions League, because you can use SP Siphon Astromon in the same context for other things. Now, instead of starting right off with damage, what I want to do is hopefully get defense down. We didn't get it. This is a lower level team, so it's fine. We're not going to use... Well, yeah, we can use you. See what comes out. So this Astromon comes out. Its level is irrelevant for this example, right? So Druidess, just use her to attack, and then it's easy peasy at that point. So you siphon them out, and they don't get to do their special. And that's the whole point of this week, is you want to be doing the most damage you can, while on top of staying with preventing your enemy from bringing out an Astromon that's going to do anything with their SP as well. And looking at everything here, let's just start. We'll do another one down here. We'll do a couple of these today. I'm not going to run through all of this. But it'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about, though. So in the same sense here, starting off with Persephone is not a bad idea. I can see how much damage I pull through all this, right? And that's one way you can do it. So Persephone is just going to wipe most of the floor, but we get Wood Banshee coming out. Wood Banshee is an attacker, hard hitter. This one is kind of scary, so we obviously want to sap her. Now, the ultimate evolution here is another threat, I would say, and so I'm just going to knock him out. One less guy hitting you is better than nothing. If I don't get the shock here, Victoria's probably going to take the hit. We lucked out, so I don't have to worry about that. And we just finish this off easy peasy with that. But again, more times than not, you'll want to knock out the other team, knock out as many of the other team as possible for what you're trying to do, because less things hitting you, I don't care whether you resist it or not. You don't want to get the stun and things like that, because you can get into hot water with that. So we're going to go after this one as a little bit more of a challenge with this roll today. And so, let's see here. Oh, man. Good thing I got that mute off. Head sneeze, come on. All right, so kind of in the same spot, we can sit here and try and defense down, and I am going to do that. Try and get that with Cupid here. Cupid definitely needed that. So we got defense down. I don't expect Victoria to really do any damage, or not Victoria, Persephone to kill him, but she might. Let's see what comes out if we even kill. Well, we wiped the whole team. Wood Miho, so that's an easy sap, and Yuki almost took her out by herself. She will hurt Victoria, but once again, I'm not worried about it, and done. And that's the thing with this, even with the SP season on here, you can come out and you can always retry, especially if you do believe you're going to win. This one. So I'm going to pick this one here because there's unfortunately there's technically 3 Astromon that are going to be hit pretty hard here. Drakkar, even with this, allies HP by 40%. Yes, these two benefit from that, but Shiva here has a 100% chance stun, adrenaline, and his leader there. So this team, depending on how they're gemmed, I'm not gonna sit there and, I'm just gonna beat this one, but this one's a little bit easier when you look at it from there. So once again, I'm just gonna start here and see what kind of damage I pull. That's decent. We can get rid of the Drakkar, see what comes out. We have a fully evolved water Persephone, so we're not going to let you do that. And I'm going to try and stun the stunner. He resisted. That's fine. They all went after Persephone. Did you see that? Oh, man. So we're just going to do this. And do that. We don't have to worry about her special. Now, there are cases that I have gone through with the Champions League before that some Astromon you don't care about their special. Water Persephone is kind of one of those that it's like up in the air. You want her, whether or not she does hers or not is kind of irrelevant. And so I'll go look at that just to double check again. I'm not completely remembering everybody's abilities here at the moment. So let's look at her secondary, which is her... Well, if I could find it. I want water, 6-star, go. There she is. So yeah, this is the thing here. Now, the CC, yes, the petrification sucks, but I'm less concerned about the petrification a little bit than I am with the adrenaline. It depends on how well your team can resist and things like that. So the CC, yes, sucks, but we have increased defense, so you're not going to take as much damage because you're petrified. So it's not a scary active skill. You're more scared of literally her healing 10% of her own max HP. If she has 160,000 HP, she just healed for 10% of that. And that's a lot to actually be healing for on their team. So, and if this was super, or excuse me, I keep thinking super, it's ultimate. If it was ultimate evolved, I would have sapped her with Verde immediately. So anyway, regardless, those are the dailies done. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all in tomorrow's dailies.